Welcome to an in-depth book summary of the motivational classic, The War of Art by novelist Steven Pressfield. Published in 2002, The War of Art explores overcoming resistance, the name Pressfield gives to the invisible forces inside us that block our creative endeavors. I'll be summarizing Pressfield's core insights so you can identify, confront, and defeat self-sabotage in your creative and professional pursuits. This includes understanding fear-based resistance, establishing daily work rituals, completing soul projects, and protecting productive energy. My goal is to provide a comprehensive look at winning the war of art within yourself. Arm yourself for battle. Let's overcome creative resistance. Part 1. Recognize resistance. Pressfield begins the war of art by introducing the insidious enemy of realizing creative work, resistance. We envision grand projects, but resistance cripples action through distraction, procrastination, self-doubt, and fear. Resistance is internal, not external. It's the voice that keeps us endlessly preparing and never creating by feeding excuses and avoidance. Resistance saps our energy and will to produce bold work that expresses our talents fully. Pressfield defines resistance as the universe's pulling force away from expanding into our true potential. It thrives on stagnation. Spotting resistance in its disguises like perfectionism, impatience, or ego is crucial for combating it. Name it to tame it. Part 2. Turn from amateur to pro. Now in Part 2, Pressfield differentiates professionals who consistently realize creative work from amateurs stymied by resistance. Turning pro means focusing completely on the craft, not rewards. It's submitting to the labor, not when inspiration strikes. Where amateurs flee structured rituals, pros know mindless daily practice strengthens their power. Pros tolerate tedium and repetition, rejecting quick fixes. Their identity fuses with their craft. Resistance withers under their professional mindset. Turning pro requires humility, seeing yourself as an eternal student. Fall in love with incremental progress, not grand results. Stay devoted to the work, detached from outcomes. With consistency, inspiration meets craft. Mindset makes the pro. Part 3. Establish daily rituals. According to Pressfield, professionals beat resistance through entrenched work rituals completed with ironclad discipline, even when inspiration lags. Rituals sustain the creative engine. He profiles authors like Hemingway who begin each morning writing before anything else. Regular practice overpowers resistance. The pro doesn't wait for motivation to create. Consistency compounds. Pressfield stresses that rituals must be uncompromisingly observed. Respect your creative time as sacred. Fiercely protect it from interruption. Routinize your creativity to unlock breakthroughs. Part 4. Finish your work. In Part 4, Pressfield explores how finishing creative work requires shields against distraction despite resistance's determination to prevent completion. He advises working in seclusion, unplugging from technology, and blocking time solely for completion to provide insulation. Break intimidation of finished products by splitting into smaller milestones first. Completion builds confidence. Stay persistent. Done is better than perfect overcomes paralysis. Momentum defeats resistance. Finishing 50% of a project reveals paths to finishing the rest. Don't wait for readiness. Force progress through small wins. Movement births motivation. Part 5. Follow your soul's calling. Now in Part 5, Pressfield delves into our soul's deep longing for creative expression and contribution. Denying this inner artistic drive produces sourness and disillusion over time. Living it fosters fulfillment. He profiles vivid figures like Van Gogh sacrificing all for their individual soul projects, the endeavors we alone are called to manifest in this life. Everything else is distraction from our soul's designated work. When your project aligns with passion, creativity flows resistlessly. Dream your wildest ambitions, then devote all to accomplishing them. Resistance flees before such fiery, focused purpose day after day. Part 6. Protect your drive. Finally, Pressfield stresses fortifying personal energy against drainers who erode our drive to produce and contribute. Some in our lives, often unknowingly, work for resistance by extinguishing our creative sparks. Pressfield closes by counseling that our sole assignment is too crucial to allow contamination by those who inhibit our purpose. Be ruthless in limiting interactions that smother your passions. Nourish only what feeds you. The war of art requires resolute self-protection. Stay focused on your inner creative current, not outer opinions that pull you off course. With consistent devotion and shielding of our flame, resistance burns away and our gifts shine. Claim victory in the war of art. The war of art provides immensely powerful wisdom and motivation for overcoming inner resistance to do the creative work we were made to do. I hope this book summary outlined key tactics from Pressfield for winning your own war of art. Please subscribe to the channel for more book summaries. Now get out there and start creating.